with you.
All right. Now we're back live with a little technical difficulty going on. Third period here. Just under first minute underway here.
So, just so you know, that was that safe for family. I apologize for that.
All right. So Prior Lake dumps it back in. Shakopee regains on the breakout here, and we got who do we got here? I can't tell. Is that Yzerman? They're going wide on his own. Hughes down and gets bodied. Hurst comes in for the forecheck, and Prior Lake breaks it out. Prior Lake has one guy attacking. Dornbos to regroup. Sidesteps the check. Prior Lake tries to get the puck deep, but a little mishap by the defender. Prior Lake now comes back in, dumps it in. And Henderson now on the regroup. Yulberg down in the corner to pick it up to start the breakout. Dornbos down behind the net. Gets a little interference here, a little body on him. And now Hughes ties up his guy. Shot on net. Another rebound. Puck's still loose. JJ shuts the door real quick as Shakopee now flips the puck out of the zone. And Henderson's chasing him down. He's got the wheels going. Prior Lake regroups behind the net. Oh, almost gives it right back to Henderson. And Nelson chases as Prior Lake brings it around the boards. And they're going to send it back down deep to try to regroup again. And now it looks like, Gavin Young just misplays the puck just a little bit on the neutral zone. Prior Lake enters Shakopee's zone as he battles through one guy. Peace picks up the puck here on the sideboards, looking for a centerman. He's got, and he had something there. And then, Prior Lake's now on the all by themselves there with a little misplay by Shakopee's defender. Can't control the puck. Rebound comes out to the point. Clean shot, rebound. JJ makes a huge save again, keeps us in it. Tip puck, JJ eats it up. Great job by JJ there, helping us out big time for all the miscues that happened. And we're going to have a face-off.
JJ.
That was a quick little flurry there by Prior Lake, putting on the pressure. Bouncing puck that we just couldn't handle. And now Shakopee starts the breakout. McKinney, gets around his guy. He's got support here all by himself. Puts a nice shot on net right into the goalie there, and we're gonna get a face-off. They gave him space, and he took it. So great job by him getting his head up, not passing it over. Sucking defensive over. Now face-off going. They ring it. Prior Lake rings it around. Krista keeps it in, but can't hold on the second opportunity there. Kraft to regroup. Escapes one guy. Dumps it deep down to the corner. Prior Lake goes D to D as they're looking for a breakout pass. All right. It comes out to the neutral zone, and Shakopee dumps it in. It's going to be an ice. Kraft was looking for a change. Puck came out to him, and he tried to dump it in. He was just on the other side of the red line. A little too much power on that. Working with us today. As Shakopee tries to break it out, hits the referee, but they still clear. And now Shakopee on the attack. We have two Shakopee players down low with Henderson and Nelson. Prior Lake dumps it off the glass, and Shakopee regroups. Chipped in by Henderson, and we have Peace going in deep to chase. Prior Lake rings it around, looking for a breakout pass. Missed opportunity there by Prior Lake for an easy breakout pass. Peace regroups up in the neutral zone. He's got Yzerman going with him. Hughes centering. Hughes sliding down, but pass out to the point. Shot on net on tip of the goal. Gilbert with the great shot from the point, gets tipped in front and deflects into the net. It looks like possibly Yzerman. I saw a lot of congratulations going to Yzerman for the tip. We'll wait for the call here. But it looks like it's going to go probably Yzerman with a goal assist from Muehlberg. Yzerman centering Hughes and Hurst. And Kraft and Krissick are out on the point. We have a 1-1 game here with 10:30 left in the third. Clear Lake working it down behind their goalie, trying to find some open space and open time. There's going to be a tripping call on Hughes, and he picks it up, and he's going to stop a play for his own penalty. We're going to have a defensive face-off zone, face-off here, as Shakopee will try to go on the kill with Nelson and Henderson to kill, and Krissick and looks like Kraft on the points. Face off, one back to Prairie Lake, dumps it down the corner. Shakopee tries to chip it out, can't get all of it. Nelson's out there running around, throwing some hands, getting very physical. Little misplay in the corner. Oh, the goal is going to go to Muehlberg, assisted by Madden Peace, as it's just announced over on the intercom. Prairie Lake going for their breakout as they're coming in the zone here. 2-on-4. Goes all the way around the net as he's waiting for Prairie Lake to set up. Prairie Lake up at top of the key here. Number 20 shot off the pads, block shot. And as Prairie Lake Shakopee tries to get it out, but Krissick picks it up, and he's got the wheels going. He's got his guy burnt, short-handed. Oh, and he slides it in 5-hole. Short by Krissick. Individual effort all the way up and down the ice there. Shakopee takes a 2-1 lead with 9 minutes left. 1 minute left on the kill still. And they're going to go for a defensive change here. Muehlberg and Dornbos coming out. Hurst and Peace on the kill for the forwards. Prairie Lake wins the face-off and enters Shakopee's zone. Prairie Lake sets it up here with Nolan Written up on the top. Has puck here looking for a shot. Shot on net. That'll be his second goal of the game. Noah Written with a laser from the point. JJ had no chance of seeing that with bodies in front. And that puts Prairie Lake, ties it up 2-2. Hughes is going to come out to center. Peace and Anderson. Dornbos and Muehlberg on the point. Face-off won by Prairie Lake. And Shakopee regroups, tries to get a regroup pass across. Gets picked off, but Dornbos picks it back up. Gets in the zone. Does a soft pass back to Prairie Lake. Muehlberg does a great job reading the play to keep it in. Gets it back down low with Peace on the chase. He's on his guy. Prairie Lake tries to break it out. Dornbos pinches, keeps it in. Great job by Dornbos to read the play there. Prairie Lake looking for a breakout here off their own guy's leg there and bounces back in the zone. Peace picks it up in the neutral zone and goes back to regroup. Back over to Dornbos. Dornbos reaches the red line, dumps it in as he's trying to hit Hughes on a cross-ice pass. Prairie Lake breaks it out as number 6 here for Prairie Lake breaks it out with Lucas Jackson, brings it all the way around, going in deep, circles around, cycles it back down low. Prairie Lake, squirts out front there, and luckily we're able to handle it. Krissick comes back up full speed, pulls up, stops, tries to lay a puck out there for McKinney. McKinney is battling 2 guys, escapes out from the corner, has a little help. Brady puts it on net, deflected, gets on net, cycles it back down to Henderson, throws it back out to the middle, no one home. Prairie Lake clears the zone as Shakopee regroups with Kraft and Krissick. Krissick's got all to himself, dumps it deep. McKinney going in for the forecheck as he puts the first body on. He gets pushed down. He's still battling, puck down in the corner. Kinney's got help as Prairie now rings it around. Kraft got sucked in just a little bit inside the zone, and Prairie Lake's able to clear. Chrisick picks it up to regroup. Cross ice pass deflected, but Chrisick's got full speed again. He's got 3-on-2, back up to the top. Oh, little chip shot goes wide. Kraft picks it up down low. He still has it. He's got 3 defenders on him. Hurst is down there to help. Henderson's there to support. Madden Peace is covering up for the point. Hurst puts the body on Prairie Lake, ties his guy up, keeps it back down low, cycles it down to Madden Peace, who's behind the net. He's looking for help. Back up top to Chrisick. Chrisick sends it back down on the sideboards. Peace dances on one guy, slides it down the back door. Hurst has it. Madden Peace sets it up on the sideboards. Shakopee's in control here. Goes D to D. Oh, great tip opportunity. And Prairie Lake with a kick save. And looks like there's going to be a penalty called on Hurst. Not quite sure what the call is, but Prairie Lake's goalie is still hurting here after that big save. Hurst goes in the box. There's no signal yet of what the call was. He looked like he was just digging for the puck at the time. Loose puck was there. No whistle was called. And now referees are going to talk here to kind of determine what's going to be the appropriate call. Not sure what's going on or what the decision in here, but right now, if everything stands, Shakopee's going to go on the kill. We have 6 minutes left in the third period. They're going to give him 2 minutes for slashing. Yeah, not sure where the slash came into play or why they had to discuss that. But as we go, Prairie Lake wins the faceoff and is cleared all the way down. Yzerman's out with Peace there as our forward killers. Prairie Lake's looking to clear the zone, tips it in, and chip back up. Chrisick had Yzerman. Goalie played it, hit Yzerman right back in the chest and almost bounces in. And great job by the defenseman to stand up at the blue line. Peace ties him up, and it looks like Chrisick's all by himself here looking for some more. Tries to make one play and get fancy between his legs. He stood up by the defender. Didn't like the call, but he gets all the way back, and Prairie Lake just regains the zone. And Prairie Lake walks in across the slot and regroups down low as they're setting up for their power play. Goes cross ice to their point. Tip shot goes wide, and Prairie Lake or Shakopee shoots it off, bounces out wide. And we have Nelson and Anderson out there killing. We have 45 seconds left in the kill. And puck comes out as Shakopee regroups again. Shakopee and Prairie Lake individual still scrapping about it. And now Shakopee dumps it in, and Prairie Lake's regrouping. Great step up by Uhlberg to read the long pass. And now Prairie Lake skates in, regains his own, 20 seconds left. Hard shot off the glass and goes down to Prairie Lake zone. So Madden Peace out there killing with Yzerman. Shakopee misplays a little opportunity there of stepping up to go get it. And Prairie Lake will ice it all the way down. 3 seconds left in the penalty kill. And we're going to get new forwards out here, Hughes and Henderson going out. Uhlberg and Dornbos will center. All right. Well, it looks like Peace and Hughes are going to stay out for the 3-second kill. Hurst expected to come out of the box. Face off by Hughes, ties up his centerman. And Peace on the forecheck. Prairie Lake tries to get a breakout pass, goes all the way to the point, and dumped back in by Dornbos. Little misplay there by Prairie Lake's defender there, but overskated by Jackson Hurst. Shakopee dumps it back in as they touch up. Hurst on the forecheck with Hughes. Prairie Lake rings it all the way around, and Dornbos is retreating here. 2-on-2 opportunity. Prairie Lake just dumps it in. Reverses over to Dornbos, who chips it up the boards. No winger home to help out on the breakout pass. Hurst picks it up now. Has Prairie Lake defender on him. Escapes out of it. Battles through two guys as they dump it back in. Quick long pass opportunity from Dornbos up to Henderson. Goes all the way down deep. Henderson takes on two, and now they dump it swinging around. Stopped at the point off the goalie's helmet from a shot from Krisick, and Prairie Lake dumps it all the way out of the zone. Going to go for possible ice, but barely makes it there with a couple little bounces, but going to be an icing and come all the way back down to the Prairie Lake zone. A couple great opportunities from Shakopee. Nelson centering, tries to walk around, can't get it across, puts it towards the net, gets stopped by Prairie Lake's defenders here. Now they escape the zone here, 2-on-2. Great job by Krisick to catch up as he almost got misplayed his man, but Prairie Lake gains control, goes around the zone, out to the point. Shot off the Shakopee stick there, and now Peace breaks it out. He's got 3-on-2 opportunity with Nelson, Yzerman, and Peace come in the zone. Kraft is there to support too. Puck behind the zone. Nelson has the puck, but gets tied up with the referee. Prairie Lake going around, loses it out front, just out of reach of Matt and Peace. Prairie Lake looking to break it out here as they dump it all the way down for what's going to be a possible ice, and it's going to make it. So all right, so as we can see here, I mean, it obviously from the holidays, this is the first game back after a 10-day layoff for the Shakopee team. So some miscues are going to happen, but they're still battling through this. We still got a lot of pressure going on. Prairie Lake, it seems the only way they're getting it out of the puck is off the glass and dumping it down, looking for an opportunity. So Prairie Lake has the puck down. They can Shakopee end here as they're going out to the point. Over to deflected shot by Ritten again, who gets deflected, goes off the crossbar. So he's looking for his third of the game. And so face-off down in the Shakopee zone. Hurst is going to center with McKinney on the left wing. Shot on Prairie Lake from the point. JJ covers it up and is able to freeze that puck and swallow up the rebound. Like I was saying, McKinney is on left wing. It looks like they're going to do a change here. And we have Peace and Nelson coming out with Anderson on the right wing. Oh, Prairie Lake down behind the net all by himself. There seems to be no urgency on Shakopee defensemen to get out to the puck, to get out there. Errant pass that goes across. Luckily, it gets through. Shakopee able to keep the puck in the zone. And Prairie Lake breaks it out very easily as now come on attack. Shot low, kick saved by JJ. Kraft looking to regroup. Another long opportunity pass, but intercepted, but offsides. So we got to be a little bit more open with our passes, with getting our heads up, make those passes, make them count. You know, especially those long cross-ice passes are going to be costly if we keep just throwing it up there for anyone to take. So just a little bit miscommunication going across from forward to defense. Shakopee takes a timeout. We have 1:11 left with score 2-2 with Yulberg and Krisick putting the goals on for Shakopee, and Prairie Lake getting their goals from number 11, Noah Ritten, getting 2 shots from the point. So Last minute here, we got to make sure that we cover their points, get the puck deep, and just control that puck and secure it as we move forward. Last thing we want to have is a mistake down in our zone or a cough it up in the neutral zone, sending Prior Lake off on an easy break or an odd man rush. Faceoff's going to be right outside the Shakopee zone. Expect that top line for Shakopee to be out there with Henderson centering Peace and looks like Nelson on the right wing, Peace on the left wing, Kraft and Krisick on the point. Face-off won by Prior Lake, dumps it in deep. And Krisick goes to recruit. He's got two guys on him. His body, puck ball, split out as Krisick gets hit. He's still down. That puck bounced right back out to Prior Lake's third man coming in, who's all alone, gets untouched and puts it in. Krisick's still slow to get up. They're going to have a change in their defensive pairing. Now it's 3-2. 1 minute left. As soon as Shotgun can get it deep, JJ expects the goalie here to get pulled and have a 6-guy attacker in, as they're going to try to get pucks deep and pucks on the net here as much as possible. There's no ice. Puck is tipped. There goes the goalie for Shakopee. Player like rings it all the way around. We got 6 attackers out as we try to regroup here. Kraft with the puck as he's looking for an opportunity. 42 seconds left. Got to get the puck deep and go it. Start attacking. Shakopee's got one guy hard coming. Player like, pass out to the top here. We got D-to-D. Kraft has an opportunity. Shot. Great short side shot. Goes off of the stick of the goalie here. And they are able to clear off of Kraft. And Dornbos picks it up. Dumps it back in. Off of Player Lake. 3-on-2 rush. Here we go. Short side, tries to stuff it home, not able to get it. 12 seconds left. Tries to get it deep, and it clears the zone. All right, Shakopee tags up. 6 seconds left. And they're going to tip it out, and that'll be the rest of the game here. 1 second, and Shakopee's going to go down 3-2 with a little mishap with under a minute. Shakopee will play again tomorrow against Moorhead at 2 o'clock.